Claudia can paint her neighbor's house 4 times as fast as Jan can. The year they worked together, it took them 8 days. How long would it take them each to paint the house alone? So we can see this is a shared work problem. And when we do shared work problems, we have part of it done by someone plus part of it done by someone else. Should be one job getting done. And in this problem, we know that they're working together, and it takes 8 days. So that's the total time together. That's our numerator. Our denominator is what Claudia does and what Jan does. But let's go off here to the side of the paper, and let's find a relationship between Claudia and Jan. We know that they're not really equal to each other. Let's say that it took Claudia, 4 hours to do the job, and she's 4 times faster than Jan, then that would imply that it took Jan 16 hours. So you can see these two numbers aren't equal, what it took Jan to do it and what it took Claudia to do it. So I'm trying to find a balanced relationship here. It appears that if I multiply by 4 to Claudia's time, that would equal the same as Jan's time. So let's make that substitution over here for Jan. So we can replace Jan with 4c. And now we're going to try and solve this rational equation. To do that, we're going to find a common denominator. Looking at these denominators, I noticed that 4c would be the common denominator. So I'm going to multiply each term in the problem by 4c. The reason why I'm doing that is I want to reduce the fraction so I don't have fractions. And c goes into c just once. So now we have 32 plus 8 equals 4c. Adding 32 and 8, we get 40 equals 4c. And then, if we want to solve for c, we can multiply by the reciprocal on both sides of the equation. And we get 10 is equal to c. So that means it takes Claudia 10 days. That would make sense that if Claudia was working alone, it should take her more than 8 days to paint it. It would take her 10 days. But now how are we going to figure out how long it takes Jan? Well, if we put in Claudia's 10 here, we can see that it would take Jan 40 days to paint the house alone.